Claire, Victoria, and Nikki forge a deadly pact, and Sharon breaks free. I will explain everything. Never miss this video. Please subscribe to the channel. At the ranch, Nikki and Victoria pace as Claire sits on the sofa. Finally, Nikki asks if they agree to Claire's plan and kill Jordan, could they actually pull it off? Victoria can't believe her mother is actually considering cold-blooded murder. Nikki thinks it might be justice. Victoria reminds her that she saved her life when she drank the vial of poison. Nikki thinks Claire is right that Jordan will never stop. She's tried to kill all of them. It has to end. Victoria thinks they should let the authorities handle her. Nikki asks her to look at how that's worked out. She won't stop until they're dead, so they have to stop her first. Victoria doesn't want to stoop to Jordan's level. Claire says she could feel her aunt's evil. She will come after them again and again. Others in their orbit could be collateral damage. Nikki reminds Victoria about her sponsor, Seth. Victoria says that doesn't mean they have to go vigilant. Nikki won't let Jordan anywhere near Claire if she has to put a stake through her heart herself. Victoria says this plan scares her more than anything. Claire reminds her that no one knows Jordan is out and no one will be looking for her. Claire informs her mother she can't talk her out of this. Victor thanks Adam for coming to society, noting that he said it was about Ian. He thinks he's the ideal person to take him down, assuming that's because he worked with him in the past. He's ashamed of that and hoped they'd moved on from it. Victor reassures his son, saying he wants Newman Media to launch a full-scale attack on Ward, questioning the legitimacy of his release. Go after him. He wants him so smeared that he's afraid to be in public. Adam would love nothing more, but does he really think that will scare this guy away? Victor says it's just the beginning. Nick goes to Sharon's house and updates Maria that the police have footage of Sharon being kidnapped. They drugged her, threw her in her car, and took off. They couldn't see who it was, but they're going to check other cameras. Maria cries that it's good they have news, but the waiting is excruciating. Nick vows they'll find her and bring her home. He assures Maria that Sharon is still alive. She's possibly being held hostage. Maria thinks Ian is behind it. This all plays into Nick's theory that he's working with someone. His partner must have kidnapped Sharon while he was with them. How do we figure out who it is? Nick doesn't know, but if they find that person, they'll find Sharon. Nick questions whether Maria's talk with Ian revealed anything that would identify his partner. Maria declines, although she speculates that it might be a person he met while serving as chaplain. Nick believes they ought to obtain a list of recently released prisoners. After getting on the phone, he informs Maria that Chance will compile a list to determine whether anything raises concerns. He hopes that this will result in Ian's conviction. Is it strange? Maria wonders, hoping Ian is as innocent as he says. Why? Nick wonders. Because then it wouldn't be her fault, Maria says. If Ian is here because of her and guilty, the guilt is so great that it is intolerable. I would prefer that he not in the sewer. Sharon keeps hammering away at the chain with the black pipe. She jabs some more and then cries in frustration. Sipping her water, Sharon looks around blearily. Oh no, please. This is the same way I felt in Heather's apartment. She realizes the water is drugged. The PCP that was in my meds. She gasps. At the ranch, Victoria wants Claire to take time to think about things more clearly. Claire says she's very clear about what has to happen, and she's prepared to do it. Victoria won't let her do it. Claire says she can't stop her. Victoria worries that Jordan will catch on, and Nikki concedes it's a dangerous game that could go wrong. Claire is aware, but she knows her aunt's weakness. All she has to do is convince her she's ready to join her again against the horrible Newmans. Victoria is sure she won't buy it. Claire thinks she already is, because it's what she wants to believe. She's already laid the foundation. Victoria is still scared that Jordan will catch Claire in a lie. Claire will prove to her that she's her best student, and that this was all a grand scheme to be accepted by the Newmans. Nikki warns that woman has a sixth sense. Claire knows she'll be all in. She'll be so busy congratulating herself that she won't see it coming. Claire will lure her into the con, and they'll have her right where they want her. They'll be able to put an end to this nightmare. Victoria states that she means killing her. Claire says using that word won't stop her. She'd be neutralizing her. Victoria refuses to risk spilling Claire's blood. At society, Adam reminds Victor that Ian is very dangerous and psychotic. Victor grits that he will get that bastard. Adam warns if he's in town, he's got a plan. There are no weaknesses to exploit. Victor disagrees. He has a massive ego. He'll react out of pure arrogance. Adam asks, and when he does? Victor replies, I'll crush him, like a roach. Adam is on board to help his father and the family any way he can. You know that I regret the moves that I made with Ian against you in the past, right? Victor nods. Adam tells his dad he'll always have his back. Victor appreciates that. He sighs and they bump fists. Victor needs to know when he and Connor are moving onto the ranch. Ian Ward is on the loose. He wants them all under one roof where he can protect them. At the ranch, Claire tells Victoria she can handle whatever Jordan throws at her. She will make it clear that burning the Newmans to the ground is her plan. She's sorry to say that word, but she'll do whatever it takes to make this happen. Victoria clucks that it's too risky. Claire knows how Jordan's mind works. Nikki warns the dynamic has changed between her and Claire. Victoria wants to take this to Victor. Claire says absolutely not. Victoria tries. Then let's talk to Cole. Claire says no. He'll want them to show mercy. They'll always be one heartbeat away from Jordan trying to destroy everything. Claire says they could have died because of her. This is her redemption. Nikki and Victoria tell her she's as much a victim as they were. Claire must do what needs to be done. I will walk out of here right now and I will disappear until it's done. You won't be able to stop me. At society, Adam tells Victor that he'd like to make the move to the ranch as soon as possible. Victor's chuffed to hear that Adam and Connor asked Chelsea to move in as well. It was Connor's idea, Adam explains, and it doesn't mean they're getting back together. Victor tells his son this makes him very happy. Adam muses that Connor is so smart at managing his OCD, they just want to support him. Victor thinks they can't be too cautious with Ian out there and Sharon having disappeared. He updates Adam on Sharon's abduction. Adam sighs. He hopes she's alive. The more time that passes, the less likely it is. Victor hopes she's strong enough to hold on until they find her. Adam has to go say goodnight to Connor. Teases his father about stopping by for tequila, and says he can't wait to take the creep Ian down for good. Victor promises he'll never damage their family again. At society, Adam tells Victor that he'd like to make the move to the ranch as soon as possible. Victor's chuffed to hear that Adam and Connor asked Chelsea to move in as well. It was Connor's idea. Adam explains, and it doesn't mean they're getting back together. Victor tells his son this makes him very happy. Adam muses that Connor is so smart at managing his OCD, they just want to support him. Victor thinks they can't be too cautious with Ian out there and Sharon having disappeared. He updates Adam on Sharon's abduction. Adam sighs. He hopes she's alive. The more time that passes, the less likely it is. Victor hopes she's strong enough to hold on until they find her. Adam has to go say goodnight to Connor, teases his father about stopping by for tequila, and says he can't wait to take the creep Ian down for good. Victor promises he'll never damage their family again. At society, Adam tells Victor that he'd like to make the move to the ranch as soon as possible. Victor's chuffed to hear that Adam and Connor asked Chelsea to move in as well. It was Connor's idea, Adam explains, and it doesn't mean they're getting back together. Victor tells his son this makes him very happy. Adam muses that Connor is so smart at managing his OCD, they just want to support him. Victor thinks they can't be too cautious with Ian out there and Sharon having disappeared. He updates Adam on Sharon's abduction. Adam sighs. He hopes she's alive. The more time that passes, the less likely it is. Victor hopes she's strong enough to hold on until they find her. Adam has to go say goodnight to Connor, teases his father about stopping by for tequila, and says he can't wait to take the creep Ian down for good. Victor promises he'll never damage their family again. Maria apologizes to Nick for losing it at Sharon's house. Because of her, Ian is back where he was before he destroyed so many lives. She starts to feel guilty. Even with Tessa, she hasn't been able to discuss it yet. Nick reassures her that she has nothing to feel bad about or apologize for. He has long harbored animosity toward the Newmans. You suffered harm. Maria laments that Ian reared her. She still experiences nightmares. But when I wake up, I realize how wonderful my life is, and Sharon is the reason for it all. Her tolerance and devotion for me. She taught me the value of a true family. The idea of her being harmed by that monster. Sharon sobs to herself in the sewer that she must maintain her composure. She needs to go for the sake of her kids. She tries to pry open the padlock with the black pipe. She gasps as it snaps. Sharon breaks free and gets to her feet. Everything is fuzzy, making it difficult for her to see. She promises herself that she will leave. I'm heading home. Together, Victoria and Nikki are stronger and smarter than Jordan. Claire informs them at the ranch. Victoria is concerned about the danger. According to Claire, there is danger outside. After she burned herself alive, she might target Johnny or Katie. Nikki believes they have no other option. They will never talk about it again, though, if the three of them do this. Are we in agreement? At that moment, Victor enters and inquires, "What are the three of you planning?" Victoria claims that she and Nikki were telling Claire about their families. According to Victor, judging by their facial expressions, these were not joyful tales. Their only concern is Ian. After informing them that Sharon had been kidnapped, Victor excuses himself to go upstairs. As soon as he is out of hearing, "So, are we in agreement?" Claire says. "God help us. We can't fail," Victoria responds. Nick assures Maria at Sharon's house that they will overcome this by supporting one another. They discuss Maria's attempts to dissuade Noah from taking the plane home and running Cassidy first. Nick has been depending on her a lot, and she is a fantastic wife and mother. Maria respects his perseverance. "You keep us grounded and strong." He gives them hope that everything will be all right. After giving each other a fist bump, Nick assures Maria that they will locate Ian and his collaborator. "Your mom will be brought home by us." Maria promises that she will never again allow someone to harm her. Sharon tries to get out of the sewer, but she passes out on the ground. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.